All right, guys, welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to be sharing with you a success operating hack, right? How to hack your mind to operate at a higher level, okay? So it's a very simple concept, be, do, have, right? So if you look at the other side, be that person first, right? If you remember yesterday's video, it's all about having that anchor, right? Having that person that you want to become and let everything else around you revolve, right? So be that person first, right? Do the activities that match the person that you want to become, and then have the results that you are looking for in life. Right, whatever the case may be, whether you want to be a rapper, singer, artist, painter, let's say in the simplest terms in the Navy, right? Let's say a Master Chief for this example. Let's say I want to be a Master Chief. I'm going to be a Master Chief Kim, right? Yoon Kim, the Master Chief. So the thing that you want to be, right? You want to have the be, do, have mindset. This is the success mindset. Right? Have the success, have the mindset of a Master Chief. Do the things on a daily basis that match the mindset of a Master Chief. And then I'm going to have the results around my life that are fitting of the person that I want to become, right? So it's full circle. Majority of the people fall under here. They do the things on a daily basis without really thinking, and they have an idea of who they want to become in the future, right? They have an idea, and once they start doing stuff, they have some sort of results, and if they are lucky, right, they will have become the person that it is that they want to become, right? And the worst type of mindset to have is the have, be, do, right? And these are the people that want everything handed to them, right? Oh, I will have money in my account if I'm given a job. I will have money in my account if I'm given a stimulus check, right? And I'm gonna be a good person because I want to have money, and I'm gonna get a job only if the government gives me money, or only if the government gives me a job, whatever the case may be. And then they're gonna do the things like, oh, I'm gonna finally get a job only if the government helps me out, right? This is the worst type of mindset. But what I'm going to really emphasize is the difference between this and this, right? So to have the be, do, have mindset, right? I've lived on the ship for almost 5 years. And I've seen first classes, E6s, right? For those of you who are not in the Navy, E6s, first classes. I've seen people who did 20 years as first classes. I've seen E7s, chiefs, who make it in 10 years, who make it in 6 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, etc. And Master Chiefs who've been in for 20 years or more. I can tell you the operating system between the first classes who do 20 years, or the chiefs who make it in 7 years, 10 years, or Master Chiefs who've been in for 20 years, the level of operating system that they have is completely different, right? For example, the first class who's been in for 20 years, they just kind of do the things that they need to do on a daily basis, right? And they have a level of results. They're first class, they're E6. And they're like, yeah, I'm going to become a chief, right? I'm going to take the test, become a chief. They basically do the things at a bare minimum on a daily basis of what they need to do. And they have the results of being a good first class, of being a good E6. And then they could potentially, right, if they're pretty lucky, be a chief, be anybody higher than that, right? But I've seen this firsthand. Right? So for example, let's say I want to be a Master Chief. I'm going to adopt that mindset of I'm a freaking Master Chief, right? So how does a Master Chief wake up in the morning? What? You think he wakes up late for work? Heck no. I wake up at 04:30 in the morning, go to the gym, get my workout in, do cardio, weightlifting, etc. I'm freaking jacked, come home, get on the shower, and I'm gonna eat my breakfast, and my breakfast is already prepped, right? I'm not making my breakfast early in the morning, or I'm not eating at work. I'm not going to work and then kind of whipping up something together and eating at work. No, I already have it pre-made. I have it prepared, right? And what kind of car does a Master Chief drive, right? And how does a Master Chief go into work and greet people? Master Chiefs who hit that level, they carry themselves differently. They have a different greeting. They have a different swag. They have a different style, right? How does a Master Chief greet people in the morning? How do I greet people in the morning? How do I, as a Master Chief, help people on a daily basis? What type of level do I help them at? Do I help them out at like an E3 level, saying like, oh, I don't know, like I don't know, like I don't know how to help you. I'm just an E4, I'm just an E3, I'm just a seaman, right? Or do I just help them at the second class level? Like I'm just that's a first class question. I'll transfer you to my first class, right? Or if a Master Chief, I operate at a Master Chief level, I'll freaking figure it out. I'll freaking find the answer, and I'll freaking get this thing done, whatever it is. And I'm gonna teach my team whatever it is that problem I'm having, and I'm gonna freaking get it done, and I'm gonna take ownership of this, right? It's that level of operating system, right? How many hours does a Master Chief work on a daily basis? You think the higher in rank it goes, the easier your life is? No, that's this mindset. That's this mindset. Master Chief at the highest levels, I've seen them. I lived on the ship. They are there very late on a daily basis. They sacrifice their time with their family. That's why when you thank them for their service, you're thanking them because they got divorced, 1, 2, or 3 times. You're thanking them because they sacrificed their time with their family. You're thanking them because they've had countless arguments with their family, with their spouse, because they missed their kids' graduation, their soccer games, whatever the case may be, all in the name for the mission, right? That's what you're thanking them for. And so how many volunteer hours does somebody who have the operating system of a Master Chief, who is going to become a Master Chief, how many volunteer hours does he put in? How do I want to represent myself in the Navy, right? So on a daily basis, every single interaction, every single activity, every single thing that you do has to match the level of a Master Chief. Most people are the opposite. They say, once I become a Master Chief, oh boy, I'm going to take the world by storm. Oh boy, once I become a Master Chief, I'm going to make that difference in the world. Oh boy, once I become this, once I become that, I'm going to make that difference. No, you make that difference. Now you operate at that difference. Now you operate at that person that you want to become now. And then you're going to eventually have the results. If you do it long enough, if you deserve it long enough, you're going to have the results that you're looking for, right? So right now, I'm going to become a Deca millionaire, right? I'm going to have $10 million in my bank account. Every single day, I'm putting in work in my business, right? The startup that I'm working with, my team this month did $97,000 in revenue, right? I'm not doing that $97,000 in revenue just by sitting there and saying like, oh, I'm working my Navy job, and I'm just going to do 1 or 2 hours in my business. No. I wake up at 07, come home at 3 p.m., and from 4 p.m. till midnight, I'm freaking working my business. I'm making that difference for my team. I'm making that difference for my organization, right? I'm putting in the freaking work. I'm going to be a Deca millionaire. So today, literally today, it's freaking August, or it's freaking November 24th. 2100. Earlier today, I put in $30,000 for a coaching program to continue developing my mindset, my nurturing process. Because if I'm going to have $10 million, $30,000 in a coaching program is literally nothing. I've already spent $20,000 this year on other coaching programs, and so this year I spent $50,000. It's literally nothing because I'm going to become the $10 million guy. I'm going to operate at that level. I'm going to get the help that I need on a daily basis to eventually hit my goal. And when I do it long enough, when I'm consistent long enough, I'm going to let the world catch up, and I'm going to have the results that I am seeking out to get, right? But most people are operating at the do, have, be. They do the bare minimum, or they do just kind of on par with everybody else. They have the results they have, and they're not hungry for more. They say, yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool if I be a chief, or it'd be pretty cool if I become an artist or an actor, or whatever the case may be. And usually, if they're very lucky, maybe they'll get it. Even if they do get it, they'll just be one of those mediocre chiefs or mediocre actors or rappers or whatever the case may be. And they just kind of fizzle out. The true successful people, right? The true successful people, right? Think and Grow Rich, Shoe Dog, Tony Robbins, T. Harv Eker, Grant Cardones, the Barack Obamas, the Ryan Serhants, Elon Musks, the Bill Gates, the Frederick Oakland, the Jordan Belforts, the other billionaires, right? They all have the be, do, have mindset, right? They're not just sitting there just waiting for things to be handed to them. They're not just sitting there doing the bare minimum to eventually become this guy. No, they have that mindset now. They operate at that mindset now. Put in the work now. Everything that they do, they have that mindset now, right? And they eventually let the world catch up. So I hope that gave you some insight. I hope that gave you some clarity on exactly what you need to do. So thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you soon.